Yesterday we concluded our primary board work at the Assessment Center, and there are a few hearings yet going on this morning, but most of the work has been done over the last 2 months. About 5,400 hearings have been held, and we have with us many of the folks that were on those panels, and we would like to recognize them and thank them for their service. The primary board, we know the strains and the anxiety dealing with the many constituents that came forth with their appeals, and we feel that you've done it in such a great manner of respect and bringing to it concern for the appellants, and we think you handled it all very well throughout the whole course of this, and we couldn't be happier with your work. Who just joined us here is Dan Seaman, who's the Chief Assessor of the county. So Dan, do you have any comments about this paneling?
I just want to say I'm actually so proud of these folks. This has been a very difficult and frustrating process. But these folks have handled it with such professionalism and caring. Some of these folks actually have driven out to properties just to review them before they made decisions on some of these individual properties. These are some of the finest folks that you're ever going to meet. I'm proud that they're in Lebanon County.
So are we.
It's just been wonderful having them. They've been so easy to work with. So
yeah, I mean, this whole process has been bearable because of your professionalism and the effort you put forth, so we thank you. And I'll ask if there are any further comments. Go ahead.
Well, what I'd like to say is that the work ethic that has been displayed by each and every one of you has been outstanding. You have come to work day in and day out, no complaints. You asked for some water one time. That was the only thing that I really heard, and we took care of that. But
and the sheriff.
Water.
Oh, and the sheriff, yes, and we got the sheriff at the door. But I mean, as for the actual work itself, you just dug right in, and you handled it with grace and dignity. And I can't say enough. I mean, you developed team rapport. You stood when people walked in the room and greeted them and gave them that kind of respect. This is their homes that they're dealing with, or their businesses. It's very personal, and they were passionate when they came in, and you didn't let them shake you. Not that you should, that's a good thing, but you were just so mature. I don't know how to say it any other way except thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing the job that you did. We're very proud of you. You got a very small pittance for the work you did. Hopefully there was some fulfillment in what you were able to accomplish as a team. We're very grateful. Thank you.
I'm not sure that I can add to that other than, as I said at our little farewell party that we had at the center, the county is genuinely blessed that through putting out notices and requesting volunteers, how we could have been any luckier than to get the group of people that we got to do this. Having gotten to know nearly all of you on a first name basis and seeing your dedication and the willingness to do the job that we had to do, it's just been a tremendously rewarding experience, and again, I want to personally thank all of you as well. Thank you very much.
So, thank you. And I think we all agree that 40 years is just too long to go between assessments. So
It's still at work.
yes, we do have one panel still over there hearing some appeals, and they should be finished up today, I believe.
Doug and Denny and
Dave.
I had 3 Ds, yeah.
Dennis Miller, Doug Stump, and Dave Ulch.
And by the way, the party that was referred to was a gift from us as commissioners personally to thank you for that. So we want to make sure that's understood, that was not any other than a personal thank you. And we do have certificates for all of you, and all they all say the same thing. From the Lebanon County Commissioners, a certificate of appreciation for outstanding and dedicated service on the Auxiliary Assessment Board, October 18th, 2012, signed by the Commissioners, and we have one for each of you. And we, again, thank you very much for your service.